Hey friends, me Al, and I'm going to be opening up another kiln. It's early morning, day 2 of my pottery sale, and I got a bunch of pots in here that I need to unload and put in the shop before people start coming by. So I'm up kind of early, I need to do pricing, but I'm going to set you all up here and hopefully open this kiln. What I wanted to go over, I'll go over a few things. I'm still half asleep. So this is the Duncan electric to gas updraft. And what I did was, I didn't put in a baffle shelf. So no baffle shelf under the lid. So I usually put one under the lid 3 to 4 inches down, but I did not. I didn't even cover the pots. Usually I cover the pots so no debris falls in, but I wanted to see how much I could fit in here. These pieces were not all that important. This whole load was not all that important. So I was kind of running a test, and I want to go over a few things when I pull these out on how I fired this. So I have from the gas tank into the underneath, and then I put that burner right there. I slid it underneath here, and you can see I have insulation stuffed in the bottom hole where that flame would go up through. So let's pop this lid and see what we got. Okay, so I'm gonna set this light here, and I'm gonna try to do this if I can. Just bear with me. So I got, I think maybe 30 pieces in here. So I wanted to go over. You can see my tent. I gotta take that down. So I wanted to go over what I have here. So see all this extra room? I put 15-inch shelves inside this kiln. I was using 21-inch, but it was too close to the edge and it wasn't getting enough circulation. This setup works great now. I'm gonna leave it like this, and I'm gonna try to repeat it every single time because I think I finally figured it out. I bent that cone 6 down there. See way down on that bottom shelf, a cone 6 all the way down to reach a 5, which I did on the top. You can see how all those glazes did come in, and I got really good reduction. You can see how that clay body browned right up nice. So I'm gonna put the light here, and then I'm gonna slowly take these out, and we'll talk about them. So I got this bowl, fairly decent brown. Texture patterns showed up nice. I may not talk about all these, but it's a nice little baking dish. You could put bread in that. So I made up a bunch of those. Folks really like them. Getting ready for a huge Secret Santa Facebook sale on shade bowls. So these are going to be rustic farmhouse shade bowls. These were unglazed outside, glazed inside, with texture patterns. The shavers like them because it's rough and you can hang on them when you're making your soap lather. So they're always fun to make. Shavers are fun. I haven't been doing a whole lot of shave. Locals been running me over for other things, but so that's what all these pots are for today, for a show that I'm doing. So I'm gonna pull this other shelf, then I'm gonna set you up here so you can see in there. So sorry this is being kind of annoying here. I need a better setup, definitely. It's just the way it is. Yeah, I just dropped my light. Oh, that might work. So let me pull this shelf out. So eventually, I want to do more of these videos because I hardly ever get time to do them. But I really want to do them for folks who are interested in electric to gas firings. So you can see this shelf came in. So another thing I do, I'm a cliffhanger, so I hang pots over the edge. So you can see down through there, pots hanging out over the edge. I don't mind that as long as there's no debris falling. And you know your glazes. I've worked with these glazes for years now. I don't have anything that drips. So I'm not trying anything new. The only thing new about this is the setup. So I got some nice greens on this. It's a green shape bowl. These will come out better in better lighting. But I'll set this down so y'all don't get sick here. If I can. Just need to find a better way to do this. I don't have my my tripod out here. Tripod's in the shop. There you go. There you go. Maybe that'll work. I spend more time messing with my phone than I do actually doing a video. So we're just gonna pull all these pots out. These all came to temp. And then when I get inside, I'll show you what these look like. We'll do a count, right? We'll do a count how many I was able to fit in here. All right. So I was able to fit 4 shelves and 5. I need all new shelves. They're starting to warp. Even these thinner shelves, they start to warp at cone 6 or 7. And I try to switch them around, but the last couple of firings, this kiln has been firing awesome. And it's such a relief to be able to finally figure it out. So let's see here. Maybe I can go like this. So this is my setup on this shelf. Put one bowl in the center. Let them all hang off the edge. And you can fit more in. I'm a cliffhanger. Alright, let's pull these out. So, it was a pretty nice day yesterday. Quite a few people came by the pottery. And I had some super fans come by. Folks who really love the pots and like to hang out and talk. And that's always enjoyable. One lady brought her Pampered Chef. Her Pampered Chef pot down. And it was so nice, I almost cried. And she was all excited telling me how she bakes bread in it and everything. And I looked at the pot and it wasn't glazed on the inside. And I was like, oh, that's a great idea. So I may at some point do a show, a whole show of unglazed pots, baking dishes. I told her, I was like, oh, that would save me tons of money if I didn't have to glaze. And so as a challenge, maybe I'll do that sometime. I'll show you inside here the setup underneath also. So here's a large mixing bowl. I did quite a few of these. So I just set that right into the bottom. Now I'm going to show you how I have that bottom set up, because it's kind of important, okay? I've found, it's just me, I found it's important. Oh yeah, they're gonna go crazy over this. I had 6 of these bowls. Alright, so we'll just set this on the ground. Now, a lot of heat comes up through here. So you want a baffle shelf underneath this bottom shelf. So you want a baffle shelf underneath the bottom shelf, and I'll show you. Because it protects a lot of those. I'm just getting the posts off here. Sorry this video is taking so long, but alright, I'll show you what I got here. So this is important. So here is a small shelf underneath the first shelf. So I'm going to pull that up just so you can see it. So see that hole is where the flame comes up through. I got it stuffed with insulation now. So I need to go down and pull out some. I had a shelf that I used that I got from another potter, and it had some glaze on the bottom, and I just flipped it. So I assumed it was a cone 10 glaze, but I assumed wrong. And I got some junk on the floor here. I just need to work this floor just a little bit. I may put some sealer on it, and maybe a mix of EPK and something else. And anyways, 3 posts. I think they're 6-inch posts, maybe a little bit higher, or 8-inch. And then I put this shelf, so that'll take all the heat. And then when you put items on the first shelf, it doesn't blast the center and cause cracking. So this is these are all the pots that I got out of that kiln there. And this is the mixing bowl. Blue came up really nice on that. If you want that recipe, this recipe's on my website. It's the Janet Holdcraft Blue Dawn, and came up beautiful, even in all these bowls. It always does. And folks really enjoy seeing this color at my pottery. So, all right, take care. Hopefully you enjoyed that. And I need to go and price some things. And I got the other kiln here, the big updraft, the torchbearer, Olympic torchbearer, that I need to unload. It's still just a little bit warm. I'm gonna crack this just a little bit. I got some large pieces in here, so I'm gonna cool this really slow. But it should be fine. Yeah, I can stick my hand in there, it's fine. So I'm gonna start cooling that. I'm gonna take these up and do some pricing. And then I'm gonna cover everything up because it looks like rain today. So I'm just going to talk to customers today and hang out in the shop. But yeah, it looks like rain. So yeah, pretty good load overall.